Hi, I'm Angie Christensen of Simply Divine Eating, and this clip is not so much a recipe as it is a tip to help you in all of your recipes. As we head into holiday baking, this can be really useful. You know, as we start to really focus on that we are made of what we eat and how much difference what we eat makes in our health, there are times when we have to be willing to kind of do a little bit of shifting of our thinking, maybe shifting of our finances, and invest a little more money in our food so that we are investing way less money in our health or lack thereof. Way less money at the doctor's office, way less money at our insurance. And for me, the results of doing that have been like this. Like, you know, I've upped my food this much and I've saved this much in medical for my family. So to me, there's no question that it's worth it. But there are some times where improving your health actually means saving money. There are a lot of those as well, maybe probably more than we stop to realize and appreciate that there are some things that when we take it back into our own hands and go back to the natural way of doing things, it's actually cheaper. And this is one of those. This is something that will improve your health and save you money, and it takes 5 minutes. So this is not something where you've got to invest a huge amount of time in order to save money. You get to invest a teeny bit of time to save money and to improve your health. So it is a win-win-win, and that is when we talk about baking powder. When we bake, we need baking powder. That is how we bake things in our era. But baking powder has a hidden ingredient in it. Well, not hidden, it's on the label if you look, but it's not one we think about a lot, and that is aluminum. And aluminum is a metal. Aluminum is associated with Alzheimer's. Aluminum is associated with a lot of things. It is not what your body wants you to be eating. It's of course something that's found in trace amounts in our natural food system, but not as an additive, like not in the kind of quantities where we put it by the spoonful in something. And unfortunately that's the way it is in commercial baking powder. It has deliberately added aluminum. And the good news is this is super easy to fix because you can make your own baking powder in a snap and it can be completely aluminum free, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So baking soda does not have aluminum in it. So you will see baking sodas out there now labeled aluminum free, but the truth is they all are. That's just a marketing gimmick based on the fact that people are starting to become aware of aluminum. But all baking soda is aluminum free. So there are varying degrees of those, and there are some differences, but it's based on how it's mined, how it's produced. It's not an aluminum issue. So in this case, we're going to show you just using regular household baking soda. The other two ingredients that you need in baking powder are cream of tartar, and you can buy that in bulk from a store online like Vitacost, or you can buy it in bulk at grocery stores sometimes, like Winco has it in their bulk spice section. So it's not that hard to find, but you don't want to be buying the little tiny jars of cream of soda, McCormick cream of tartar at the grocery store for something like this. You want a bag. You want a bag of cream of tartar. You don't want to be paying for little tiny jars. Plus, then you'll have cream of tartar in larger quantities and you won't have to pay an arm and a leg for a little teeny jar for something else either. And then you need a starch, and you can use, this is potato starch that I just bought in bulk at my local health food store. You can use cornstarch as long as you have organic cornstarch. You can use arrowroot, any kind of starch, because the only thing the starch is doing is it's keeping this from hardening into one rock hard mass. It's going to keep it free flowing. The ingredients that are actually going to create the leavening in your baking are the baking soda and the cream of tartar. And then this is just to keep the mix in your jar. Now I make this by the quart jar full because I cook a lot and I don't want to make it every time I need it. I don't even want to make it every month. This will get me through a couple months and it lasts that long just fine. So when I do this, I just do it in a quart jar, but you of course can do it in whatever quantities are best for you. And the proportions are simply 1 part baking soda, 1 part starch, 2 parts cream of tartar. That's it. So you can make that in whatever quantity you want. So we'll just show you a quick version here. So I'm going to put 2 scoops of cream of tartar, 1 scoop of baking soda and 1 scoop of starch. That's it. That's as long as it takes. And then you can just mix it. You can use a whisk, you can use a fork, you can just put a lid on it, shake it up good, and you have baking powder. That's it. So simple, and get all that aluminum out of your life. You do not want it in your life. Another place it's hiding is in your deodorant. Well, not hiding, it's one of the main ingredients in deodorant, but another reason that you want to be aware of that. Aluminum is not something your body wants. So here's a super easy way to get rid of the aluminum, save money, and have all the baking powder that you need for your holiday baking. I hope that tip's helpful. We'll use this baking powder in our next recipe. We'll see you there.